I came in nothing but them raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them blacks, the A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success and promoting.
Just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. Now, this is going to be returned from deep in the end zone. And he goes nowhere, buried back at the 15-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And he'll get this close to a 1st down as he stopped at about the 25-yard line. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Now this time, he'll set up to throw. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the...
And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, Giants. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Seven 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Williams to begin with a pass. He lets this one go. Looking for Scott.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll go play action here with Williams.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
He's got his man complete to Johnson. They get 16 on that connection. That's good for a Giants 1st down. They'll look to throw. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 2nd down, Achane. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. A play fake. Now the pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Allen in motion. Williams to throw on second down. Catch made there by Allen. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. And you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down. Mike, living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Play action. He'll set up to throw. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Really nice job defensively. They were all over that from the jump. Initially, I thought he was going to break away and pick up something positive, but at the end of it all, he ended up going backwards.
He'll look to throw. He'll look middle here, and he get it to Neighbors. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down. So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. 10-0 is our score. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Again, working deep downfield. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Devon Achane coming out of the backfield. Now it's going to be third down. Now, faking the give. Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbors. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
Back to the air one more time. That's taken in by Achane. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down. They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. And he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Here's Achane. This defense back up but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3. Here now, second down and goal. One more time, it's Achane. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal. It's now third and goal.
And a nice job there defensively on third down, not overcommitting to their pass rush. Having a plan for this quarterback as a designed runner, they're able to stop him short of the first down.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Williams. He'll get that complete to Donald Parham. And he is taken down, but not before they're able to get it out of danger, up past the 25.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Bears first down.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First, you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense.
A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10, up at the 40. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he nearly got the first down there. Well, give him 9 yards, but setting up a very manageable 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Williams. Lets this one go. Looking for Scott. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half, putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
Off play action. Here's Williams. Lets this one go. Looking for Scott. 2 minutes remaining here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send him over to the left. Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. That's complete. It is the rookie from Washington. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
In motion now, it's Scott. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Kayvon Thibodeaux, former 5th overall pick, in there to drop him. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. Santos' kick is good. And the Bears are on the board. It's now 10-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to run it. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. He gets this one to Moore. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. He's going to air this one out. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. 3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Williams on the RPO, going to get it out to Odunze. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Receiver in motion, headed left. On 2nd down, it's Williams. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
He lets this one go. Looking for stop. That is rare. You don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. First down.
And, Mike, I think as they try to find themselves clawing back in this game, they're going to have to make a concentrated effort here in the second half to continue to get him involved. Give him opportunities in space with the ball in his hand, and chances are, when he has it, good things happen.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. A quick slant into the hands of Odunze.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
On second down, it's a run with Swift. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Now a 3rd and 2. He'll try to run for it. It's Swift.
If you send your field goal unit on the field, Mike, it gives you a chance to chip away at this deficit. And I think I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going to one of my critical plays on my call sheet. Keep this drive alive. The hope is to come away with 6.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I think they saw something earlier in the game that showed some vulnerabilities in the deep defensive coverage. Then the execution, not only for the route runners to be in the right spot, but then for the quarterback to find his matchup, find the space in the breakdown of the coverage, and put that ball on target and lead to the big game.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. A toss left side, caught by his running back. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
And he will have a Giants 1st down. He'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He's got it at the 7. And the Giants are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's a run. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. De'Von Achane. Touchdown, New York. 2 choices down there. Either work it up inside or use that speed to the edge. And Greggy's able to sneak it in for the touchdown.
Down here this close, Mike, there's a lot of bodies in there tight. So oftentimes, if you can get them back on the edge, they can rely on that speed, and that's exactly what we saw here. He wins the race to the pylon, and he's rewarded with 6 points.
This going to be returned from right around the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Kmet. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end, but in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert first downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both, and when you have them, I don't blame the quarterback for looking his way.
Tight end motioning left. Williams to throw on 2nd down. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. 3rd down coming up.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. Got his man at the 6. A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he will get into the end zone. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Makes the score Giants 17, Bears 10. Carlos Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And despite his best efforts to get away, ultimately, he goes down behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. brings up 2nd and 12.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Here's a 2nd and 12.
Get some yards, boys. Let's go now.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he'll be taken down at the 30.
The biggest correlation between scoring points in the NFL is your ability to generate explosive plays. And oftentimes, the best explosive plays in the passing game happen when the quarterback is outside the pocket, and great example of it here.
Now, faking the give. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Third down, 3 to go. He's got his man, that's Slayton. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
He'll look to throw. Now a screen set up for Achane.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a 1st down as well. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
I think what stands out here, Mike, is there's a lot of guys in the league with the ball in their hands. They have great straight line speed. But it's the footwork. It's the ability to make you miss. That's what stands out about this guy, and you can see here on the big game.
They put a receiver in motion to the left. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Lets this one go. Looking for Scott.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Throwing again, Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throw it again. It's Williams. That's to the big tight end, Parham. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. This one caught at the 4. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Give him a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal. He'll try to run with Swift. And he'll go down, back at the 4.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
2nd down, goal to go. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
So now the Brazilian-born Cairo Santos in a big spot. This to get back to a one-possession game. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. A one-score game late. You figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
All right, so you take your shot, you don't get it. But now your defense has to save the day. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got to get a stop here, force them to punt the ball back, and give your offense a chance to win the game.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Downfield, that's Hyatt. He's got it. It's a big play when they needed it the most. A pickup of 44 yards. Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is 1st and goal. So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago, and they make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.